Hi, good morning or good afternoon. I know which side your time lapse is on. Mine should be bang on 12 o'clock. Very impromptu visit to my kitchen today. Jack Sullivan, the JSP personal training based in Connors Quay, mentioned to me today about some of his gym members are interested in learning how to do some basics with eggs. So I thought I'd rise to the challenge, and hopefully today we'll go through a few little dishes that everybody can relate to, using the simplest ingredients of eggs, a few other little bits to throw in, make it a little bit more interesting than just poaching an egg, which I was asked to do. Just going to sanitise my hands before we start. Kitchen's all been cleaned this morning. Obviously at the moment we're extra careful, but my kitchen is always kept on top of. Okay, we're going to start today by doing a frittata, and then we're going to do some simple poached eggs on toast and some scrambled eggs on toast, okay? Give you a few little hints as how to make the poached eggs especially nice and round, and how they're supposed to be when you see a photograph of them in a restaurant when they do it. Hopefully it'll be a bit of a challenge. It doesn't always work out like that depending on the eggs and stuff like that, but I've got some fresh local eggs, and I've also got some free-range supermarket eggs. Talk a little bit about them as we go along. Okay, so the first challenge today, Jack has set me to make some simple egg dishes. Is I've decided to make a potato and onion frittata, just sliced onions and some potatoes, new potatoes that have been sliced. But here where the cheat comes in, I've actually bought a tin of new potatoes and cut them in half, just again to make it quick and easy. So let's start with the dish. Let's get the pan on for this. This pan is a pan that can both be on the hob and in the oven, because the frittata gets finished off in the oven, so don't panic if you can see a plastic handle. It is going up to 200 odd degrees, okay? Pan of water on for the poached eggs, pan ready for the scrambled eggs. Got some bread here that I made just today, so that's going to be mine and Tracy's breakfast today. She's opting for the scrambled eggs, I'm opting for the poached eggs after this, and the frittata will last me a couple of days. Okay, let's get that pan hot. We'll get some oil in the pan, and we'll start frying some onions off. That's a whole onion in there. It really bulks it out, and the potatoes will obviously bulk it out as well. Again, as I say in a lot of my dishes, season as you go. So let's get some pepper in there straight away. But my main seasoning for my eggs today, especially for the frittata and for the scrambled eggs, is a little seasoning called aromat that you can get for the supermarket. I just think it goes fantastic with eggs. It's really good. But if you wanted to do something a little bit different with your frittata and your scrambled eggs, teaspoonful of curry powder, teaspoonful of paprika, say. And if you wanted to add something different in other than the potatoes, if you've got any rice that you need to use up that's been left over from the meal, or some pasta, or any vegetables, green beans are really nice when they've been blanched to put through this. I'm just sticking to the basic today of onions and potatoes, a little bit of seasoning as I go, and I'm going to finish the top of it off with some Parmesan cheese before it goes into the oven to bake. So if you've got any eggs today and you want to try and pop along, get a pan of water on for your poached eggs, get a pan ready for your scrambled eggs, and I can talk you through. Like I say, I don't really teach people how to, as the saying goes, suck eggs, but a lot of people do ask me, how do you get your eggs, so well poached and so round. The secret is, with poached eggs, don't use large eggs, use medium. Medium eggs are much better for poaching. There's not as much white in there, so the white doesn't separate as easily. So I tend to find, something I discovered a few years ago when I was poaching eggs, sometimes not always get them right, tend to get more of a good result by using the medium-sized eggs, okay? And again, if you can, as fresh as possible for your eggs. At the moment, you can go to the supermarket and there's plenty there. Turn your back, next minute they're gone, but don't go buying too many. Make sure there's enough to go around for everybody. I'm going to add the tinned potatoes now. This is a classic three ingredient dish. Onions, potato, eggs. Good little supper dish, eaten both hot and cold. I prefer it cold myself. I know Tracy's not a fan, so when I make this it tends to be all for myself. So that's one tin of potatoes, one onion sliced. We'll just let them fry into a little bit, and we'll start concentrating on the other pan. So the scrambled egg pan, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in. It's a non-stick pan, but I still like to go all the way around the edges. Make sure that the pan's well covered with oil. Okay, put that in the bin. And what I've done here is These are 8 of the local eggs that they get from the farm up the road. I just put them into a jug, whisk them up. It's basically like you're making a scrambled egg or an omelette. And basically that's what a frittata is. It's an omelette basically that's finished in the oven. So you get a much firmer texture to it than an omelette or a scrambled egg. So let's say as we go along we'll add a bit more seasoning. I'm not going to add salt to this because I'm going to use the aromats. The aromat's a mixture of little bits of garlic, dried onion powder, that type of thing. So it's all in the flavour is absolutely fantastic. I think it just goes so well with eggs, but pretty good on a steak as well. Piece of chicken. So for those of you who haven't got aromat in your cupboard, it's available in the supermarket, obviously in the spice aisle, along them lines, somewhere along there. Can't remember which aisle it's in, but I think I've got a couple of them, yeah, I've got a couple of those in the cupboard. Always a staple in my cupboard, just to add to your dishes. For those who are going to watch along in Jack's gym, I hope you enjoy what I'm doing today, and I hope I make it quick and simple and easy for you to follow. I mean, let's say I don't want to teach people how to suck eggs, but it is something that people say they can't poach eggs, they're not very good at scrambling eggs. A lot of people do scrambled eggs in a microwave. I'm not keen. I've tried it years ago when I went to work in a hotel. First day I was there, I was watching the chefs all scrambling eggs in the microwave. Sorry, when I was on breakfast shift, it wasn't for me. It was done to order, whether the customer waited a little bit longer. But the results were the customers noticed the difference. Got some good feedback on that. So microwave was never used. And I used to say I've got a microwave here that we've had in the kitchen since we built the kitchen 15 years ago. And it doesn't work, so we just store crisp in it. So that's how often I use a microwave. I don't really use them very often. In work or in kitchens, if there's something to warm food, yes, a microwave fine. But sorry, not for me using it for eggs. Okay, so we've put a little bit of colour on there. The onions have loosened up. The potatoes have taken a little bit of colour. So that's all you need to do. Eggs straight in. Just try and cover everything. I'll keep that jug to put the scrambled egg mix in. And just leave that now to start getting a bit of base on it. Just pull it away from the side of the pan. Keep going around doing that. As soon as you start getting a bit of colour and it's not stopped sticking to the pan, we know it's ready to go in the oven. And let's say just before it goes in the oven, I will add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it. It's a bit boring for you to watch this bit at the moment, but it's hard for me to show you. But basically we're cooking the eggs to the side of the pan and then just pulling it away. When I'm happy that I've got enough of it cooked, start to firm at the sides. Yeah, that's starting to firm up a bit now. This can be done staying in the pan, but just be at the light on very, very low. I prefer to finish it off in the oven. Okay. Let's get some Parmesan cheese on there, just before it goes to the oven. And we'll probably put another little bit of pepper on there, then we're going to get some aromat in it as well. So Parmesan there, some aromat. Another little mix through. Whoops. Just pull it from the sides. Shake it back flat again. A little bit more Parmesan. Okay, I'd say a little bit. Plenty of Parmesan. Again, is acting as part of your seasoning for this dish. That'll go straight in the oven. About 180 to 200 degrees, it'll take about 10-15 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll see what I will do and make sure I've got an oven glove available. You can guarantee off of it, the handle on that pan is hot. Okay, I'm going to cut some bread up. Ready? Sorry, just move that out of the way. That's obviously not mine, but you can guess whose that is. This is bread and made yesterday, so it's fantastic for toast. Your choice of bread, whatever you'd like to use. Hopefully tomorrow, it might be causing a bit of a thing here, but I've got some wholemeal bread on the way. So I might be able to make some bread for people tomorrow. Not too fast. Okay. I'm just going to crack the eggs into this. Again, I'm using medium eggs. As close to the water as you can. In they go. Just watch you don't drop any shell in there. Back to the hob. Just have your heat on as low as you can. In fact, I'm going to move it to this front one. Okay, keep an eye on the scramble. The toast ready. You always pop that down for another second to keep it warm. So keep pulling there. Make sure you've got a non-stick pan for the scrambled eggs. And that should start to come together pretty quick. Now I know some people like the eggs well done, and I get requested that sometimes. You know, it's your personal taste, but I like the eggs just as they say, on the cusp. That's the toast done. Just going to butter that. Some lovely fresh salted butter, Welsh salted butter. Plenty of it as well, don't mess about. You're going to put butter on your toast, put it on thick. So when you bite it you can see your teeth marks in it, like cheese basically. Not worth scrimping. So that's the toast there. As I say, nice thick butter. Eggs are scrambling. Try not to stop moving them if you can help it. I'm going to stop there for a second. A little bit of seasoning in the pan. I know Tracy likes quite a bit of aromat, so I'm going to add a little bit more now. Sorry if this extraction fan made a bit of a noise there. Turn the pan off. Serve the eggs. Okay. Just onto the one piece of toast there. Stuck a little bit there, but there you go, it's come off now. That's your scrambled eggs done. We'll just see how the poached eggs are getting on. Butter my toast. So Jack's group, I hope you're enjoying what you see today. I'll just have a quick recap of what you need. Medium eggs for poaching, any size eggs for the frittata and for the scrambled. Aromat's a great seasoning, but think about paprika, think about curry powder, or anything else that you fancy yourself. Remember, the vinegar in the water for the poached eggs helps it hold out the white or the albumin together. Whoops, nearly lost that then. Nearly there. What you want with the poached egg, perfect poached egg, is the white just cooked and the yolk should be perfect. If you want to overdo it, I'd say leave it in there for 3 minutes. Just check the frittata for a moment. Put that in the oven to show you. Okay, start to firm up and get a bit of colour on the top. Okay, it's back in the oven. Looking forward to that tonight for my supper. Okay, let's have a look here. Eggs are nearly there. As I said, the beauty of a poached egg, you can turn your back on it for a few minutes. Scrambled, you've got to keep on top of. Do you want some black pepper on that, Trace? A little bit of black pepper on Tracy's scrambled eggs. I don't think my timings, like, there's no particular timing to an egg. People say 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just keep an eye on your poached eggs. As you can see, they've pretty much stayed together well. I wish I had £5 for every time I've poached an egg over the years. God knows how many I've done, but I think one day when I was out in Latitude, one of the really busy days, just within a 3-hour breakfast session, I cooked something like 96 eggs, all different shapes, ways and doing them, you know, poached, scrambled, boiled, you name it, I did them. Okay, they're pretty much perfect for me. Gas off. Another way of doing it is pop your eggs in, turn the gas off, about 2 minutes, this should be done. Put the egg there. Just take that little bit of extra weight off. Perfectly round. Perfectly cooked. Okay, so that's my poached eggs done. Scrambled eggs done. I'm going to have a little bit of aromat on mine as well, I think. There we go. So I'll be rushing out now to buy aromat. I'm just going to pull the frittata out of the oven. That is firm and cooked, I'm happy with that. Okay, that can just sit in the pan now for another 5 minutes or so, then it can be turned out onto a board. I'm not going to do that at the moment because it needs to firm up slightly before I turn it out. But I hope all you needed from me today. I've sent you love and love off. Thanks to Jack for asking me to do this, and I hope everybody at Jack's Gym, Jack Sullivan PT down in Connors Quay, have enjoyed this today. Please enjoy your eggs. Any questions, give me a shout. I've got no problems at all. Little quick one, if you wanted to do something different, get yourself a load of peppers, fry them up, pop them in an oven-proof dish like this, separate them, make a hole, pop some eggs in, whack it in the oven for 15 minutes, a few spices in there like paprika, things like that, and you've got eggs pepperized, and that's a fantastic dish. Very healthy. Again, all these dishes today, apart from a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil, are fairly healthy, especially the frittata. Please enjoy, and I hope to see you all again soon. Keep up the training. Thank you.